6 days away from the inauguration, and obviously the prices have taken a dip. But don't worry, it's a buying opportunity, it's a gift. Around Inauguration Day, prices are going to go up. And I think Bitcoin will absolutely go above 105,000. Well, one reason why is because there's going to be a lot of positive sentiment in the crypto space. That's number one. And then number two, Trump has already come out and said that they're going to be signing some pro-crypto executive orders. And that right there is going to be something to drive the price as well. You're going to see a lot of green coming up very shortly. And I think it's going to get really good. And so everybody out there who is very worried about the price decreases that we just had, take it as a buying opportunity. We are days away from a really interesting, but it's going to be a really exciting time. And everybody should be happy about that if you are looking at this in a financial view. I have a couple points. And the first point is it's basically an add-on to a past video I did on the crypto tax bracket. And I was saying before how I think we should cut taxes by 50%. I don't see a problem with that, okay? Because right now our tax bracket is at 37% for the highest short term. 37%, 50% of that is 18 and a half. Now, maybe 50% is way too much. Maybe 40%, you could see that. But here's why I think we're going to see that within the next 6 months. Whenever the next tax reform meeting comes up, I have a couple websites for my facts here that I'm going to back up. And I'll put them in the description below so you can see it. So the first one is Japan. Japan is probably one of the least pro-crypto. They're the most anti-crypto country right now in the world. Japan's tax for crypto is 55%. That is unbelievable to think about. That if let's say you made $500,000 on crypto, they're going to take over $250,000 of that. Japan's Financial Services Agency, which is part of their government, wants to lower the tax bracket from 55% to 20%. That's a 35% drop. Remember, this is Japan, okay? Now, Italy is raising its tax bracket from 26% to 28%, which is only 2% higher than what they were proposing for before, which was going to be 42%. That is quite a drastic change for sure. But I think that has to do with Trump and the administration coming into office and Italy basically having to compete with the rest of the world with crypto. And that's what that tells me, especially where they were going to have it go to 42%, which is higher than ours right now. And they said, no, we'll raise it 2%. So they're not lowering the tax bracket, and it's still 28%, which is still lower than ours. And like I said, ours is 37%. President Trump is a very competitive businessman. And the way he sees this is, okay, if Japan's is going to be 20, if they want to go to 20%, if Italy's going to be 28%, why the heck are we at 37? We're going to do better than that. And I could see, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I could see the next tax reform bill, they lower the highest tax bracket, which is 37%, to around 20 to 25%, in that range. I could see that. That's not overdoing it if you're talking about a percentage drop. That really isn't. And knowing how President Trump is, and we all know, he is going to compete and want to be the best in the world when it comes to crypto taxes. If we have lower crypto taxes, it's going to draw in a lot of crypto investors around the world to move to the United States for financial means. And that means they're going to do business in the United States. Now I want to get to why the burn hasn't happened for Doggle on Mars and what the mindset you need to have to succeed in crypto. Because I think a lot of people in crypto, either if you're new or you've been in this for 4 years or you're trying to get into crypto, I think a lot of people don't understand the mindset that you're supposed to have. And they think that you go into crypto and you just spend money on something and you expect for it to go up and you make X amount of dollars. That is not the way it works. If you don't have an ability to be patient, crypto is not for you. But you need to do your own research and you have to understand that there is highs and there's lows. There's going to be black swan events. Okay, FTX was one, COVID was one. There's going to be days where you really feel like selling because you just can't handle it. So basically, my answer to when the burn's going to happen, you have to wait for the market sentiment to move up again and the retail investing to come back as well. It's not there right now, so burning won't do much till that happens. The burning would bring hype and droves of new money in, but why do it right now when you won't get max attention and max volume out of it? Remember, the volume with lowered supply together is what will drive the price up. But even Bitcoin is having a hard time because of low volume. It's not enough to pump the price past 100,000 and beyond. Obviously, it's getting close to that now. You guys need to look at crypto, number one, in your sense of buying, holding, and being patient. But you need to look at crypto also, if you want to be successful at it, you need to look at it in the way of a developer of the token. Put your developer hat on. If you have been a developer before and you understand about your investors, or you understand what it takes to build your project and have everything be timed. You have to time everything to make sure you get max profits or max attention. And what do? You have to time it with, in this case, in crypto, you have to time it with the market. You have to time it with the political world. Okay, you have to time it with how the investors see the project. You have to look at it as, what are the developers of Doggle on Mars doing right now? Nothing, right? But what do I want to do as a developer? I want, if I'm going to burn 50 trillion tokens, do I want to do it right now while we have a administration that is anti-crypto, a country that is right now not in a good state whatsoever, especially what's going on in California, North Carolina, the issues with wars on the other side of the world that we have no idea what we're doing in, the state of the economy, inflation's still up. Why would I want to right now do a burn when you have, and by the way, there's no volume in the crypto market. There's very little volume. Why would I want to burn right now when there's no max attention and there's no max volume? I don't want the burn now. You shouldn't want the burn now. You want the burn to happen after next week, after Monday, the 20th, because that means the market sentiment is going to come back in droves. It's going to be high, and the volume is going to come back high. You're going to have pro crypto this, pro crypto that. The attention is going to be there after next week. The attention into Doggle on Mars, okay, into Bitcoin, into whatever, is going to be there. And that's when you want to do the burn. And like I said, the burn doesn't mean the price is going to skyrocket. We're going to burn to zero right away. That's not the way it works. The burn is part of it. It decreases the circulating supply, but it doesn't drive the price up unless you have volume. You have to have major volume, because what happens when you have major volume with low supply? You have a scarce coin, and that's what drives the price up. Just look at what happened to Bitcoin in January of last year with the ETFs. So, and then after the halving event, look what happened this past fall. So look at it like that. And everything else, the listings, whatever with the AI, the gaming, the derivative, contract that they have now. You can look at that, but understand that all of that is going to come out when, like I said, the volume is high, the attention is high. That's what I have to say about that. But understand, if you're going to be successful at crypto, you need to look at it in two viewpoints: your viewpoint and the developer's viewpoint as well. It makes you realize that it's not just about you. Whatever you want to do doesn't matter. You have to look at it in the sense of the world, financially and politically. You have to look at everything. You have to look at what the people think, but what do the developers think? What's going on in government? You have to look at everything. That will make you understand better the crypto world. So that's all I have to say about the burn and why it's not happening and all of that. And even the tax situation. I know a lot of people are wondering about why we're not lowering crypto taxes. And what I just explained to you with the links to prove what other countries are doing, we will lower the tax bracket. I can guarantee you that we are going to compete with the world when it comes to crypto taxes to have the lowest taxes. I can see that happening, and you should all see that happening as well. I just quickly want to look at Douglas Mars's price and Bitcoin's. Right now, Bitcoin's just under 97,000. We're at 1,900. Yes, we are below 2,000 again. But mark my words, when you see this price right now, it's a buying opportunity, because I can pretty much guarantee you, without a black swan event next week, we are going to see a major pump in the market. Just like you saw on election night with Trump winning, that type of pump is going to happen again because of the positive sentiment coming into the market in the United States. It's going to be huge. I did not do a video, obviously, in the last 3 days, but there was no need to. There's nothing happening. Just sit back and relax, buy and hodl. Don't stress. We are 6 days away from pro crypto everything. And that should get everybody excited, pumped, and ready for gains coming. It's going to get awesome. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Let's get it. Hey crypto lovers, click here to see my most recent video, and click here to subscribe so you can learn the facts and become one step closer to financial freedom. Let's get it.